Your home feels small, so you assume the only fix is a bigger place or more storage boxes to cram things into. But here is what most people never realize. In Japan, families live in some of the tiniest apartments in the world, and yet their rooms feel open, calm, and airy. They did not find more space. They learned to make the space they already have feel twice as big. And the difference is not money or square meters. It is a handful of simple secrets almost nobody outside Japan knows. Today, I will show you 10 Japanese storage secrets that make a small home feel enormous, without moving, without renovating, and without knocking down a single wall. Most of them cost nothing, and you can start tonight. Number 4 sounds completely backwards, until you understand why it works. And number 9 is the exact opposite of what your instincts tell you to do in a small room. Let's begin. Number 1, make one room do the work of 3. In the West, every room has one fixed job. This is the bedroom. That is the office. Over there is the dining room. So the moment your life needs more, you feel like you need more rooms. A small home feels small because every room is locked into a single purpose it can never escape. In Japan, one room flexes through the entire day. In the morning, the futon folds away, and the bedroom instantly becomes a living room, a workspace, a place to eat. The room never got bigger. It simply started doing more. One flexible room quietly replaces 3 rigid ones. Tonight, pick one room and find a single way to make it multi-purpose, whether that is folding the bed away or clearing a table that can serve 2 jobs instead of 1. Number 2, store in the dead space you cannot see. You think you have run out of storage, but you are only looking at the obvious places, the closets and the shelves at eye level. Meanwhile, huge amounts of space sit completely empty and invisible all around you. Under the bed, under the stairs, in the tall gap above your doors and cabinets. Japanese homes are masters of this hidden storage. Compartments built under the floor, drawers built into the steps of a staircase, storage tucked beneath a raised platform. They store in the space you forgot you even had. Tonight, measure the dead space under your bed or in the gap above a doorway and fit flat storage boxes into it. You just found an entire new closet that was there the whole time. Number 3, lift your furniture off the floor. Think about a heavy cabinet or a bulky sofa that sits flat on the ground, sealing off the floor beneath it. Your eye hits that solid wall of furniture and stops dead. The room feels blocked, heavy, and smaller than it truly is. Here is the trick your eyes fall for every time. The more floor you can actually see, the bigger a room feels. Furniture raised up on legs lets the floor flow underneath and out the other side, so the space reads as open, light, and continuous. Tonight, choose pieces with visible legs, or simply lift one heavy item off the ground and watch the whole room start to breathe. Even a few inches of visible floor beneath your furniture changes how large the room feels. Number 4, keep everything low. This is the one that sounds completely backwards. Tall shelves and high furniture feel like they give you more storage for your money, so we instinctively build upward. But tall furniture does something you can feel the moment you walk in. It chops the room in half and presses the ceiling down onto you. Low furniture does the opposite. It keeps your sightline low and leaves the entire upper half of every wall open and free. And when the space above eye level is clear, the ceiling suddenly feels far away, and the whole room feels taller, calmer, and bigger. Tonight, lower just one thing. Move a tall shelf's contents down, or clear the clutter off the top of a wardrobe, and feel the ceiling lift. Number 5, clear the floor completely. A bag dropped by the door, a box in the corner, a laundry basket, a stack of shoes, a pile of who knows what against the wall. Every single object sitting on the floor breaks the space into smaller pieces and shrinks the entire room. A cluttered floor is always a small floor. The single most powerful trick for a bigger room is an unbroken, visible floor. When the eye can travel across a continuous stretch of ground with nothing interrupting it, it reads the whole area as open, spacious, and calm. So the goal is simple. Get everything up off the ground, onto walls, into storage, anywhere but the floor. Tonight, pick one room and remove every item sitting on the floor that does not truly belong there. Quick pause. If your floor right now has a pile you are suddenly very aware of, hit the like button and tell me the number in the comments. Now, number 6, the one that changes a room without moving a single object. Number 6, let the light pour in. Heavy curtains, a dark corner, a window half blocked by furniture. A dark room always feels smaller, tighter, and more closed in than a bright one, no matter how big it actually is. Shadow makes walls feel like they are closing on you. This is why Japanese homes use paper shoji screens, which spread soft daylight evenly across a room, instead of letting it pool in one harsh spot. Add light colors and clear, uncluttered surfaces that bounce that light around, and the space feels open and airy. Bright reads as big, and shadow reads as small. Tonight, pull back whatever is blocking your windows. Swap one dark, heavy curtain for something light and sheer, and let daylight reach every corner of the room. Number 7. Get rid of the swinging door. Here is a piece of wasted space hiding in plain sight. Every door that swings open needs a large, empty arc of floor just to move through, and that patch of floor can never be used for anything else. In a small home, all those invisible door swings quietly eat a huge amount of usable space. This is exactly why Japan builds with sliding doors, the fusuma and the shoji panel. They glide silently along the wall and take up zero floor space to open. A simple curtain or a sliding panel does the very same thing. Tonight, find one door whose swing is stealing useful floor, and picture a curtain or a sliding solution in its place. You may reclaim an entire corner. Number 8. Choose things that fold, nest, and stack. In most Western homes, furniture stays locked at its full size all day long, even when nobody is using it. A big dining table sits fully expanded for the 23 hours a day that no one is eating at it, taking up the room the entire time. Japanese design loves objects that shrink the moment you are done with them. Tables that nest inside each other, stools that stack into a single column, drying racks and low tables that fold completely flat against a wall. The thing is only large when you actually need it to be. Tonight, swap one always full-size item for something that folds down or stacks away when it is not in use. Number 9. Leave one space empty on purpose. This is the opposite of everything your instincts scream in a small room. When a space feels tight, the urge is to fill every corner, to make sure no inch is wasted. But a room packed right to the edges feels busy, tense, and small, even when every single thing in it is perfectly tidy. The Japanese do the reverse. They leave deliberate emptiness, a principle called ma, because empty space itself is what makes a room feel large, restful, and calm. The eye needs somewhere open to land and breathe. Tonight, clear one corner or one stretch of wall completely, and then leave it empty on purpose. That emptiness is not wasted space. It is the luxury. Number 10. One piece, many jobs. The more separate pieces of furniture you own, the more floor they cover, and the more crowded and chopped up the room feels. A stool here, a side table there, a storage box, an ottoman. 4 different objects, each doing one small job, each eating its own patch of your limited space. Japanese homes favor single pieces that quietly do many things at once. a bench that is both a seat and a hidden storage chest, a kotatsu that is a table, a heater, and the warm gathering spot of the whole home. Fewer pieces, more function, and far more open floor left over. Every object you remove from a small room gives that room back to you. Items you own that could be replaced by one piece that does both jobs. So here is your plan. Do not try all 10 this weekend. Pick one. Maybe you clear the floor of one room, lift one heavy piece, or leave one corner empty on purpose. Live with it for a week and feel how much larger the space becomes. Then add the next secret on top. That is the Japanese way. Small changes stacked slowly until a small home quietly feels twice as big. Because feeling cramped was never really about square meters. It was about how you use and how you see the space you already have. Which secret are you starting with tonight? Tell me the number in the comments. And if this changed how you see your home, subscribe for more of the Japanese way. I will see you in the next one.